Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Lee. This is JLeesCorner. This is another edition of, no, it's not. It's not car conversation, okay? It's not car conversation. What this is the review for Love of Hip Hop New York Season 10, Episode 12. Cut and paste it, okay? Let's see what goes with that. Anyway, if you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and become a whole JayBird. Dun, 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 and all that goodness and stuff or whatever. Send to yourself. Okay, it has been a crazy, shitty day. But let's move on from that, okay? Do not forget to also like, comment, and share this video. Also follow me on IG and or Twitter. Okay, at J_Lees_Corner. Okay, so the first thing we see, Remy, it left off of Remy, who was in court last time, and going in for the case between her and the Brittany girl. Now Brittany accused Remy of punching her in the face. Now we all feel like Brittany deserved it, and her trying to take Remy to court for like a criminal thing was kind of crazy, okay? So Remy was like, oh my god, I'm so tired of going back and forth to court. I just want to be over and done with it. And as we already had known, the case has been dismissed, and we find out that the judge was like, there's not enough evidence, it's all fugazi, it's all stupid. Case dismissed. Okay, so Remy is officially done with all the courts and probations and paroles and all that thing. She's finally free. Okay, from it all. Okay, we see that. We then see Jonathan saying and Yandy. And boom. Okay, so again, these three meet up to basically chit-chat and jaw-jack about nothing, if you ask me. Yandy and Jonathan tell Sin about the whole altercation with Kimbella and Yandy, which I still think is kind of crazy. I think they need to let it go, okay? Yandy brings up the whole tea situation with Samaya, how she brought them all together, and how she left because her affirmation was about forgiveness and moving forward, and she wasn't in that headspace. As she said, Kimbella threw a drink in me, so we can't ever get past that. I'm like, Yandy, it's a drink. It's stupid. Why I think what Kimbella did was asinine and childish or whatever. I still feel like, she violated me. She didn't violate you. Chrissy violated Kimbella when she beat her ass. Someone tossed her drink on you. It's not really a violation. It's rude as hell, but she didn't violate you. Like, she didn't put her hands on you. So, I mean, stop putting 20 on 10, Yandy. Leave it be. Leave your slick back point yourself with them, and cut them lashes down a little bit. Anyway, but so that's a little thing. We can't come back from that. We don't care. We want y'all to leave it alone. Leave it be. Leave it dead in the grass with some roaches. Leave it there. Anyway, Sin then brings up, when y'all talking about people talking to people, I talked to Tahiri. I'm like, oh, here we go. I talked to Tahiri, and me and Erica talked to whatever, and she was really spicy. They're like, what you mean she was spicy? We know she kept talking like her and Joel was messing around, whatever, and she said, what, I am that ex. She kept bringing up how she said ex with Joey, but her and Joey broke up, 100 years ago, okay? She should let that go. I do think Tahiri needs to let that shit go. At the end of the day, at this point in the show, Tahiri and Sin are both exes of Joe. The only difference is, Tahiri dated him for longer, okay, and turned down his proposal, and Sin has not been dating him for that long. She had his baby, and she accepted the proposal, but then broke it off. I'm like, y'all both are his exes, so who cares? I think, girl, but Tahiri was, doing too much. But she feels like him. So with me and Joe, I still love him. Like, I still love Joey, And if, he wants to, and if I want to, we are going to be together. Okay. Well, have fun with that, Sin. But don't then later make it seem as if he was a horrible person. You're so happy y'all broke up. Because that's the weird part. That's why I'm looking like Mona set this shit up, okay? Because Sin was all on social media. Oh my god, I'm so happy to be single. I was, in a horrible place. It was a horrible time. It was a horrible girl. All this how it was just horrible. And now I love him. I want to be back with him. Okay, make up your mind. So we see Safaree and Erica. We see them riding around them thick ass furs for no apparent reason. I just feel like it ain't that cold at that point in time because the people who was outside wasn't wrapped up that tight. But I digress. So they riding around chit chatting, talking and everything because mostly, Safaree is going to be releasing his album soon. That album called Stretch. Too much throat stuff to do that. Anyway, so they're in New York and she's like, look, I get that you, doing your thing. I'm so proud of you, husband, for your album and working. However, we have to pack up our New Jersey home and go home to Atlanta. They don't really live in New York or Jersey. They live in Atlanta. And they were only supposedly there for the baby shower. No, y'all was there to film. For the show, okay, for the show. And I feel like they better not be on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Look, you can't keep popping from city to city. I digress, okay? But she like, I want to get home, get to nest, get the baby's room ready. She 36 weeks pregnant. Meaning she due any day now, girl. Are you even allowed to fly home? You gotta drive from New York to Atlanta. But anyway, and he like, all right, I get that, it's fine. Like, once we done with my album things within this week, we can go back home and get everything together. And this fool was up here, girl. He done clamped up on the little billboard. This happened a couple weeks ago. I remember this happening. So this ain't, they not even out doing old stuff no more. They doing like recent stuff, okay, recentness of it all. I'm like, girl, I don't have to have me. It's like, well, I need him to be for real or whatever, because he has a whole daughter on the way. He got to just get focused on the baby, and we know that she had a baby, and he seems to be very, 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 very happy to be a father. So we then see Chrissy and Jimmy go by Mama Jones' house because they're rebuilding it. As they say, we know her house burned down on Christmas 2 years ago, okay? And Chrissy sent out Jimmy, made the decision to rebuild Mama Jones' house. So the Jim paid for the rebuild, and Mama Jones didn't have no insurance, and the insurance company is not paying for it. I'm confused, but I digress. Now, Chrissy, like, my work with the $1,000 ladies and me doing interior design, I was perfect to design Mama Jones' house. But the house is basic. Okay, this is the outside of it. I mean, it was a nice build and everything. It's definitely still under construction. And the house next door need to be pressure washed. Okay, I'm like, that is a dirty siding. That house looks dirty. Very, very dirty. I digress. So maybe this was a storm. I don't know. Maybe it was just a little mud storm or something. Who knows? But on the inside of the house, it's just white. Chrissy, it's easy to say build a house, put some walls up, and paint everything white with some light gray cabinets. That's basic. That's very... Chrissy made it seem as if she was like a real designer. Like she had accent walls and beautiful backsplash. I'm like, girl, I could have did that, but I digress. Anyway, they chit chat and create, like, make sure Mama Jones get some real good furniture that go with everything. Anything go with white, anything. She can't mess that up. You made it real basic. Okay, but I digress. And I feel like Jim needs to let Chrissy know that's his mama's house. Chrissy should not have so much say-so in everything. You and Mama Jones don't get along. It's dumb to have... I would not want to design the house of someone I don't get along with. That's just going to be a fight. Okay, later on, we're going to see it coming. And I'm like, please, don't let Chrissy feel like she has say-so in the furniture that Mama Jones pick. Don't do it. We then see Febreze meet up with Jen. Why? Because she put him out a long time ago. I miss my family. I want my family. Despite me owing Jen, owing Jada, 80 grand, how much you owe Jada? I want my family back. So they meet up at a little arcade or whatever. And she's like, it's been a while since we've been together and stuff. We got to see what's going on. And I'm like, girl, bye. He then tells Jen, well, you know what? You wanted that house out in Jersey, okay? So what I went and did was I went and got a loan, okay? I went and got a loan. I took out a loan to get us a house. I put the down payment on the house with the loan I got from somebody else or whatever so we can move. Now she happy. Oh, you did? Oh, okay, well, fine. But she then gets upset when he mentions, yeah, I talked to Jada, I worked out what I owe her or whatever. No, that ain't how it's gonna go, okay? Any deal between you and Jada is gonna include me, okay? Me, you, and her need to sit down and hash this out. You don't have nothing to do with that, lady. You that man's girlfriend. You not his secretary. You not the CEO. You not the COO. You not even the janitor of the building. You don't even clean the floors. You was just his girlfriend. You have no right to come to any business meeting about money he owes somebody. He already admitted he owed a girl. Let it be, girl. Let it be, okay? He's like, I don't know how that's gonna go. I don't know if it's gonna be good having you and Jada in the same room. I don't like both the vaginas I'm banging in the same room. Okay, I don't want that. Okay. Anyway, well, fine. He then gets to crying. Oh my God, I love you so much. I miss my family. I want to be with you. I'm so sorry for what I've done. I promise you it would be better from now on. I love you, Jen. Crying real crocodile tears, okay? And she did the same thing she's done for the past 20 years, and that's forgive him for doing absolutely nothing but talking. Febreze ain't changed, girl. And my thing is, he went and took out a loan to get a house, but you owe Jada and the bank. Girl, Fresher is not a good. If you already in debt, it don't make sense to get more debt. That's dumb. That's dumb. Diggly dumb, 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 dumb. Okay, I can't. Anyway, we then see Fresher go to meet with Jada, okay? And they have a whole little meet and greet at I guess it's her house or her studio. It was some clothing. I don't really know. Anyway, her thing is, I want my money. I want it now, okay? He bring up, I know you said I owed you 60. We agreed to 40,000. So what can we do? You know what I'm saying? She like, look, the money you owe me is holding me up from doing other business. That's my capital. I need my capital immediately so I can do things for some change and make other things work or whatever. He said, cool, I'll give you $2,500 a month. Okay, $2,500 a month. She's like, cool. But if you ever late with your payment, I'm gonna add $500 interest each month that you're late. He like, cool, I can do that. Now he went to meet with Jada without Jen, because as he said, he don't want to deal with Jen crazy ass and Jada crazy ass barking at each other, because they're not going to be listening. They're going to be barking and yelling and fussing, and he don't want that, okay? So he went to handle it himself. And she said, well, how can I get my money? Like, what's going to happen? He's like, well, just email me. Email me, we'll handle all that. Okay, God, if I email you and you don't respond, I'm going to call you from all kinds of numbers. From this number, from that number. You will never know who it is calling. He's like, it ain't going to come to that. It's okay. I'm going to pay you your money monthly. She then tries to pat him down. You got some money. Give me $5. I'm like, $5? If he has $5 in his pocket, that's chump, girl. I just cannot. I will say this. I like Fresher's outfit. Not for him, but for me. I don't like men in skinny jeans. I really don't. But I like the look of it all. But I don't like men in skinny jeans. I feel like what she's wearing, I mean, it's cute. But, I mean, I feel like her coochie may be showing a little bit. It's just too much. Her ass is going to be hanging out the back, too. But that's what they decide upon, because, you know, I just can't. And he's like, oh, that's what you wear around the house? That's what you wear? That's what you wear? She's like, don't worry about what I'm wearing. I'm going to tell on you. Snitch. He really called her a snitch. Your girlfriend already tried to fight that girl. Why is you playing with fire? I don't know, but it's stupid. So, I mean, pay that girl in installments. He took out a loan for a house. That's 2 installment plans, girl. We see Remy and Joe, you know, on the Saturday show, State of the Culture. It was a pointless conversation to me, but I guess they have to show Joey and Remy every once in a while. He brings up how great she looks, being a free woman, not having no tether, not being on probation, not being on parole, not having pending charges. She just looks fresher and happier and freer. She loves it. People were using my past to mess with me now. I'm tired of it. Okay, I also need to hurry up and get my album done before the record label get tired of waiting. Remy has been free, I feel like, just as long because she was locked up. Like, she been free like 7 winters and 6 summers. I'm just saying. And we ain't got no album. We ain't got no album. And I feel like, girl, we tired of waiting. We are tired of waiting. Okay, now Joe brings up, because of course she asked him how him and Sin doing, because they took that picture at Erica's baby shower together, whatever. Look, we're just communicating. We're working on communication. Nothing less, nothing more. And we're doing that. Sin called me and she said that we don't have to work this way. Like, it doesn't have to be crazy. So we're working on that. I just want y'all to be happy. I want to see everybody happy. I know that, but you know what I'm saying, we ain't got no title right now. It's we just coexisting, okay? He also brings up how he just want everybody to mind their own business. Well, get your ass off a reality show. Anyway, we see Febreze and Jim moving to their new house. And I'm like, y'all moving in that big ass house with all them plastic bags. I found it weird when people use plastic bags to move. Like the trash bags. I don't want to use trash bags. Because, like, what's in the trash bags if it's not trash? I'm not judging, I'm just saying. Anyway, the house looks huge and amazing from the outside, okay? But the inside, which I did not get photos of, it looks small, but it looks like the house on the inside wasn't updated. Like, they maybe updated the outside to look nice and pretty or whatever, but the inside look like it's from like the early 90s, and it has not been updated to like take advantage of the huge floor plan. It's too many walls and doors. It's too much. When you watch a lot of HGTV, you figure things out. They need some HGTV in that house, but I digress. Anyway, Jill, I want this, I want that, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do pool slide, I want all these things. I'm like, girl, your man had to get a loan just for the down payment. He can't afford that, okay? Y'all can't afford that. You need to stop trying to live above your means. Just saying, okay? Anyway, Febreze, like, look, she don't even know I gotta hustle to pay the mortgage. I gotta, hustle to keep up the payments with Jada, and it's a lot going on. I'm just so stressed. He's stressed because he's living beyond his means. You should never have to hustle to pay your mortgage. Like, you should know what's coming in monthly to afford your mortgage. But I mean, he got the house for a reason, but I mean, Jen got to get a job. Anyway, he then tells her right back, like, look, you're doing too much. You want too much too soon. We just moved to this house. We got these trash bags or whatever. We got enough furniture. Like, leave. Let us breathe for a minute, and then we can think about getting stuff. Plus, I met with Jada behind your back. You did what? And why would you do that? Well, I felt like it would be unfair to Jada if you can't. What? Unfair to you? Why you worry about that bitch? Why do you care how she feels? What you mean it's not fair? I'm like, oh, here we go. Oh, Lord, fix it. He then say, look, I met with her, whatever, and we made a deal on how much you gonna pay me. Oh, you can't make no deal, okay? You can't do that, because look, this is what's gonna happen. If I rip her head off, you have to help me bury her body. I'm like, why are you ripping heads off, and why are you burying bodies? If you rip her head off, he should not help you bury the body. You should not want to do that, because y'all have children, okay? I'm just gonna say that. Anyway, she brings up, if she think you owe her money, we ain't paying her shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get everything off my house. All your money is going to the house or whatever. She gets something. She need to take us to court. Okay, she takes us to court, and then after I get all my stuff and she takes us to court, we'll then deal with that old raggedy ass, gold digging ass bitch. I say, girl, you coming at Jada as if your man doesn't owe her the money. It's stupid. And he ain't saying much or nothing at all, but he feel like, on the inside at least, his inside voice, the confessional voice, say, look, I don't want to go to court and pay more money for court fees and lawyer fees, because he know he owe her. And I feel like he also know, if we go to court and I turn over records, it's going to show that I owe her more than what she thinks. Jen, you dating Febreze is like you dating a drug dealer. Okay? He can't go to court. He gonna go to jail. So we then see Mama Jones. Okay, Mama Jones is back. Okay, and she's getting to her new house that Jimmy bought for her. Okay, and let's see a couple photos. They really only showed like the first level in her bedroom, but it's a bare house. Okay, as I told y'all before, basic, like cream. Is it cream? like an off-white, an eggshell white, you know, with basic floors, okay? And we then see the little stairwell with the little dark brown floor, okay? And then the kitchen, you know, it looks nice. It looks nice. You know, and that is what Chrissy did, okay? That was what Chrissy designed for Mama Jones, okay? And so Mama Jones was in the house. She's very happy the house is built. As she brought up, her house burned down 2 years ago. She's been in the hotel ever since. She also brings up how the house burned down. How she like, I just wasn't myself. I was very, very sad because I lost everything. And after a while of me being in the hotel, I told my son, like, I really want my house back. And so my son did this. So I feel like this wasn't insurance, okay? They didn't have insurance on the other house, and Jim had to spend the money to rebuild this house. I kept on thinking to myself, why was she in the hotel for 2 years? And someone said, well, the insurance company probably paid for her to be in the hotel while her house was rebuilt. But she's talking as if Jim spent his money redoing his house. Like, I don't know. Anyway, we then seen Jim come over, whatever. You know what I'm saying? He like, oh yeah, mama, this is your house. And she's very happy. It's beautiful. She got some barn doors. She's excited, okay? She get a little teary-eyed. And then she's like, you know, thank you, Jomo. She calls him Jomo. Thank you, Jomo, so much. And he said, oh, and Chrissy too. And she was like, what? She then finds out that Chrissy helped design the house. And oh, now she's upset, okay? Because her thing is, you had somebody you know I'm at odds with design my house. I would be pissed too. I don't want anyone I'm at odds with doing things for me in my personal life, okay? I don't want someone I'm at odds with designing my house, painting my house, help my... washing my car. I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, keep that person over there. Of all the people you could have had help design this house, why pick Chrissy when you know we are always at odds? Okay, I don't like it either. She feel like since it was her house that she should have had some say so in this and that, because she keeps bringing up how she really, really, really wanted a red door. I believe she had a red door before in the old house, and she wanted the red door on this house. Jimmy then says, well, Chrissy felt like, you know what I'm saying, that wasn't a good thing to do, whatever. You know, it doesn't match the decor, okay? And then he goes, look, so I know, you know what I'm saying, the house is too nice for a red door. I watch a lot of HGTV, and a lot of people do have colorful front doors. It's not a big issue, whatever, but I digress. Anyway, Jimmy feel like because he spent his money on the house, because he paid for the house, I paid for it, I spent my money on it. He feel like for that reason she don't have like a say so. I don't like anyone who does something for somebody and then wants to say, well, I paid for it, so because I paid for it, you can't complain about how I did it. I can. I'm thankful for what you did, but you still did something and kept it a secret because you knew how it would feel. Don't bring up how you bought me this house. I'm your mother. Okay, I was your first house in my uterus, is what I would have said. Jimmy, in my opinion, was wrong for pointing out that he paid for the house, and because he paid for it, that means her opinion on something doesn't matter as much as his opinion does. It's her house, you don't live there. And at first, she said, you know what, fine, if that's how you feel, keep the house. Fuck you, I'm leaving. And she then leaves or whatever. She's like, you know, you built this for 2 years, you've been building me up to this being my house, and now but you never told me for 2 years Chrissy was doing this with you. And I'm like, girl, I guess so. But she then come back in the house and say, you know what, no, y'all get out my house. Get these fuck out. And they leave. Jimmy ain't shit. And the aspect of telling her he paid for the house and she can't have an opinion, that's your mama. Period. Okay, and lastly we see Safaree. Safaree is finally having his straight album release or whatever. You know what I'm saying? We see Fresh and Safaree and Pat perform that song they did together. The song sounds pretty good. I mean, the stage presence and the energy on stage seems amazing. But that's because I feel like Fresher in his element. I guess he may be a real rapper. I don't know. I don't know that man. But his energy was amazing. You know, Pap came into this thing. You know, Safaree is always dancing around stage. So I was like, oh, okay, I may have to actually go on Tidal and listen to it. I can't guarantee I'm going to do that now. But I might do that just to see. Anyway, we then see him talking to Erica Mena. because they're like about to go back to Atlanta. And he lets her know, well, hey, I know, we're going back to Atlanta, but when we do, I'm going to have to leave for about 2 weeks. She's like, what? Well, you do know I'm about due. Like, we're close to me delivering. He's like, I got these 2 weeks of promo. I can't give up this exposure. Okay, I just have to do these 2 weeks because I just have to. She's like, I just don't want to end up having this baby on my own. I'm like, okay. She has every right to feel that way. And because he don't know you can't be traveling like that or you in the 9th month of pregnancy. But I mean, she had the baby. He was there. Do we care? Anyway, that was it. Peace out.